Welcome to Innovators Pod, episode 17, recorded May 13th, 2015, at the Massachusetts Innovation Nights, number 74 in Burlington, Massachusetts. This session, we're meeting with Micah from VoiceItt, who's going to tell us all about his TalkItt application for those who have a hard time being understood. This is really, really cool. Hope you enjoy. Hi, welcome to Innovators Pod. Now with Micah from, whoops.
It's all right.
Tell us
VoiceItt.
about it. VoiceItt, right?
Yes, VoiceItt. Our first product is called TalkItt, and our mission is to give voice to the voiceless. So there's about 1% of the world's population is able to make sounds, but they're not able to actually make speech that people are able to understand. So we're talking about folks that are affected by things like stroke, traumatic brain injury, Parkinson's, autism, ALS. There's a whole host of diseases. We kind of have 10 of them that we're focused on, and our app translates those utterances into speech that anyone's able to understand. Currently, those people communicate either using some sort of digital communication board where they're only able to select from a menu of particular words to say. So this would enable them to use their voice to speak normally and to speak to people that aren't familiar with their idiosyncrasies. So we are currently only working, the app is in the hands of our partners, which are mostly hospitals and other education institutions that are studying, speech-language pathology. Phase 1 comes out in Q1 of 2016, and that's going to be available on the iTunes and Android app stores. It'll be free. It's going to be limited to mostly folks with severe speech impairments that have vocabularies of less than 50 words. Right. Then in Q1 2017, we're going to release Phase 2, which looks at all of the user data we collect from Phase 1 and is able to predict what those people are trying to say without the intensive training process. So that's really kind of the ultimate goal of our product, is enable people to just speak into the app and have it translate into normal words so they can freely communicate with everybody.
Yeah, I get excited by things like this. I met a guy last year, I guess, who does eye tracking for ALS patients.
Wow.
Because the eyes are the last thing. The eyes aren't connected to the brainstem. That was really interesting. This sounds really cool. So, what's your biggest market, let's say? Because most ALS patients can't even speak eventually, right?
Right. So our biggest market is stroke victims.
Okay.
And stroke kind of varies pretty wildly in how it affects speech. In some folks, it doesn't affect them at all, and others, it affects them to the point where they can't speak. It's also a little more diverse because people usually improve, and there's a lot of treatments for speech. But just given the number of stroke victims in the U.S., it's in the many millions. So that's our biggest population. There are some that really are more degenerative and are kind of shorter lived, like Huntington's and ALS. And we'd love to kind of be with the families over the course of a few years as the disease takes its toll, but still enable them to communicate with their loved ones in ways they can't now. And then, of course, we have things like autism, which would be a huge population and would help children to speak in ways that they currently aren't able to at all. So really, largest markets are stroke and autism.
Awesome. This sounds really cool. So how do people get in touch if they want to invest or whatever? Is there a website?
So voiceit.com, VoiceItt.com. And we are currently mostly looking for partners to help us test the product and get feedback from users to make it more usable and workable. And we're always looking for interns. So check out our website at voice_ITT is our Twitter handle.
Okay, great. Thank you for stopping
Thanks a lot.
by. Thank you for listening to Innovators Pod. If you enjoyed or found this episode valuable, please rate us on iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you get your podcasts. You can find more of our episodes, videos, and audio podcasts at innovatorspod.com.